gosh, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You don't know, it's your girl Kaylia, aka Kaylee Boo. I haven't said that in so long, almost a freaking month, but your girl is here. Your girl is doing the damn thing. I was gone for almost 3 weeks, well, over 3 weeks, because your girl got 2 jobs struggling right now. I go to one job in the morning and I leave straight from that job and go to the next one until midnight. So I really didn't know how to time manage. I need to take some time to myself and just sit down and regroup and just refocus on what I want for myself. So that being said, your girl called out of work today and decided to make a video.
Huh?
Yes, y'all would think that I'm getting paid to do this right now. I'm not getting paid to make this video because I am far away from that. So I have a bunch of videos in store for you guys. So if you want to, you know, see them, please stay tuned, subscribe, like this video, share. Before I jump into the video again, I do want to shout out my Costa Rica vlog. I went to Costa Rica back in January and it's the only video that's doing well on my channel right now. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. If you're into traveling and you're planning to travel outside of the country, please go watch that video because it really helps and lets you know what to do while you're there, what to do before you go, and all that good stuff. So shout out to my Costa Rica vlog for hitting 1.7k views, period. Anyways, let's jump straight into the video. So this is going to be 9. I could not think of the 10th thing to write down. So this is going to be 9 types of people who fly during boarding. This is what flight attendants encounter when people are traveling. Alright, so my first type of person who comes onto the plane during the boarding process is called the blocker. And the blocker is someone who stands in the aisle to either gather their things that they'll need for their flight, or they take off their jacket, and they just do the most. So they literally stand in the aisle while you have about 50 other people behind them waiting to get past, just to make themselves comfortable. And nothing's wrong with that, but we always encourage people to step into their aisle and get what they need for their flight. I had this one guy, he came on in his business suit and he took his jacket off and he was literally folding it, like neatly folding it to put it up in the overhead bin, and everybody was just looking at him like, bruh. To get stuff out of your bag, just step into your aisle. And I don't know if you guys know this, but we do have a boarding time frame, and sometimes if we don't meet that time frame, our flight will be late. And they do it by aircrafts and destinations, and a lot of stuff play into it. So if we miss that window for pushback or taxi, we have to wait until other planes go before us, and then you guys will be angry at us for making you late when initially, you know, it's not really our fault. But so second on my list, and I love this, and I love this type of people because they are always the sweetest. Not always, but some of them are the sweetest, and it's probably not a good name to call them, but the second person during our boarding process is the pill popper. So pill poppers are people who the first thing, the moment they get on the aircraft, the first thing they ask for is, "Excuse me, sorry to bother you, can I have some water to take some pills?" Like, that's the first thing. Sometimes they don't even say good morning or hi or whatever, but they just have to get their pills taken, and that's fine with me because I don't want anything to happen to you in flight or any of that bad juju. But yeah, they're normally older people sometimes, so I find them so freaking cute. So the third type of passengers that we get during boarding is the potty pooper. not party pooper but potty pooper. If you guys know what potty is, it's the bathroom. So this person is the person who, the moment they get on the aircraft, they want to pee or they want to take a dump or something. And mind you, they've been in the waiting area for how long? But I'm not gonna lie, I've done it myself, because you don't want to go to the bathroom and then you hear, oh, flight so and so is leaving. I think it's just a phobia people have, was just missing their flight, so they just wait until they get on board the aircraft. And I don't mind it. When I do mind it is when the potty pooper goes to the back lav and do their business in the lavatory and then try to come back up in the aisle during boarding. Like, it's a mess. So take this into consideration, guys. If you go to the bathroom way in the back and have to come up, remember the aisle is this small, you know, so you don't want to be that person who is fighting to come back up through the aisle. So what I encourage people to do, if you have to go the moment you get on board the aircraft, I advise you to wait in the back with us, because I have that happen a lot. I'll be working the rear end of the aircraft and I just tell them, you know, just chill out back here with me, like, you want a water or something. I'm like super nice to them and just wait until the boarding ends. And sometimes you build conversations with these people until they are able to get back up in the aisle. And sometimes if there's a break, because something always have to happen during the boarding, so the line will stop eventually and I'll be like, all right, make a run for it, and then they'll run and go back to their seats. What I do recommend, if you're flying on the bigger aircrafts like the 737, or if you're flying on the ERJ 175, they do have lavatories in the front, and yes, it's for first class passengers. But if you have to go and you don't want to be held up in the back by using the back ones, always ask the flight attendant if you can use the front lavatory, and 99.9% of the time they will say yes, unless you get a Miss Karen or Grumpy Nancy who will say no. But 99% of the time you will get to use that bathroom and you should be all set and ready to go. Number 4 is the bagger, and I couldn't find a better name for this in terms of, like, the name sucks, but I couldn't think of anything else, but I call it the bagger. The most important reason for a flight attendant being on your flight is for us to make you feel comfortable and for your safety, right? So when I personally do not have a problem with lifting people's bags, especially if it's an older person, but you have the ones who literally will come on board, just leave their bag and just stand there and just look at you with the eyes. They give you the eyes, like, this is the eyes. And just think you must know to just pick their bags up. We're there to assist, all right? So if you help me, you help me, help me help you.
The dreams that
Okay.
You, so we can both lift the bags together. We have a saying, you pack it, you stack it. So if you pack your bags with bricks and all these things, you must be able to lift it, all right? I don't have a problem with, oh gosh, what may I be talking so far? I don't have a problem with assisting passengers with their bags, but it's just how you go about it. Be nice to your flight attendants, because at the end of the day, we're there for your safety and comfort. We're not there as your slaves. And you have some people who will be like, oh, you're nobody, and that's how they go about it. So just be nice about it and we'll be more than happy to assist you with putting your bags up in the overhead bin, because if you can't lift it, why you think I'm gonna lift it? Yes, I look like a Oompa Loompa, but that don't mean I'm gonna lift a freaking 100-pound bag. Yeah. Alright, so number 5, and you get this like with any job that you do, and this is the unsatisfied. And the unsatisfied is just the person who complains the moment they get on the aircraft to the moment they leave. And during the boarding process, the unsatisfied person is normally the person who complains about the type of aircraft that they are on the minute they get on. You have that person that will come on board the aircraft, and if the plane is too small, they'll be like, my plane wasn't this small on my last flight. Like, no shit, Sherlock. Of course. So yeah, you have those people, and they will complain about they'll complain about the lights, they complain about how narrow the aisle is, like they complain about everything. They complain about how small the overhead bin is, like everything. And mind you, the gate agent literally told you in the boarding area that, you know, this is gonna be a smaller aircraft or something to that sort. If you're an observant person, you'll know what type of aircraft you're going on. So, but for all my first time flyers, it's okay to be like, oh dang. Talking about the frequent flyers who know, and they just have to complain. They just have to complain about something because that's just what they do. Number 6 is going to be the musical chairs, and I call this the musical chairs because let me tell you, it's a whole rigmarole when it's time to find your seat. And these are the people who sit in the wrong seat during the boarding process. And when the person who's supposed to be in that seat comes to sit, they have to look on their boarding pass, figure out where they're going. Or you have some that will just sit there and be like, oh, I have so and so on my boarding pass, and I'll be like, no, take it out. And when they take it out, sure enough, they have the wrong seat. They're like probably 2 aisles down or 2 aisles up. So, and it takes up time in our boarding process. So when you are boarding your flight, please guys, and I know it happens to me, like it probably happens way too many times. And you think that I as a flight attendant would know better, but let me tell you, sometimes you just want to get on that flight and just relax and just sit and sleep. So it happens. So nothing's wrong if you sit in the wrong seat, but just always double check your boarding pass to make sure you're sitting in the right seat. And if a flight attendant approaches you and say, hey, you know, take a look at your boarding pass because I believe you might be in the wrong seat, don't give them a hard time. I'm sorry for fixing my hair this much. Just take out your boarding pass and look, because it saves time in the boarding process, and the sooner you do that, the sooner you will be able to go about your business. All right, number 7, and I love these ones because low-key, number 7 low-key hurt my feelings sometimes, especially if I'm in a good mood and I'm super happy and just welcoming to these passengers. Number 7 wanna hurt my feelings. So number 7 is going to be the headphone junkie, and you probably just can tell by the name who a headphone junkie is. And the headphone junkie is just the person who has either their big headphones, small headphones, doesn't matter, but they have their music blasting, or they probably don't even have any music at all. But the headphone junkie just, you know, bop into their music, and I'm like, hello, and they just walk straight past me, and I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, they low-key hurt my feelings because I'm so welcoming and nice, and they don't pay me no mind. So that's the headphone junkie. So if you're a headphone junkie, stop it because it hurt my feelings. Just stop for a brief moment and be like, hi, you know, it's manners, it's just common courtesy. Thank you. So number 8, and I love these passengers because number 8 is the plane kissers. And I said plane kissers because the plane kissers are normally people who are strong in beliefs like that, and or they're probably scared of flying, or they just, you know, do that for good luck. But the plane kissers are people who kiss the aircraft before boarding the flight. When I work the front positions by the boarding door, I always see people do that. You have some that will literally put their mouth on the plane, or you have some people that will go like this and rub down the plane by the entrance. It's just like a good luck thing, and some people just do that. So if you're a plane kisser, continue doing what you're doing. I like y'all. Like, it makes me happy when I see you guys, you know, do that. So yeah, plane kissers. Oh damn, wow, this video is done already, guys. Aren't you proud of me? Okay, sis. All right, number 9. Number 9 is the rookie. By the name alone, Rookie are the ones who, and I love y'all to death. If you don't fly a lot, it's okay to be a rookie. There's a first time for everything. So my rookies are the people who've never flown before. And rookies, I can know when a rookie comes on board the aircraft, because a rookie will come on board the aircraft and hand me their boarding pass. And it's so freaking cute. Like, I think I just like you guys because you make me feel like I'm somebody. When you give me your boarding pass, I'm like, oh, they think I'm actually gonna do something with this. But the most I can do when you hand me your boarding pass is look at it. If you're not familiar with the type of aircraft that you're on, I can look at the boarding pass, look where your seat is, and just tell you, oh, it's gonna be on your right, or it's middle on your left, you know, that kind of stuff. But you really don't need to give us your boarding pass. So for all my rookies, you've never flown before or you barely fly, when you do take a flight, do not give your boarding pass to the flight attendant. I get that a lot of people just give it to me thinking that, you know, like how you board a train, sometimes they take off that piece. I think that's what most people think they're supposed to do. But once you're scanned at the gate and you come down that little jet bridge, we don't do anything. The most we do is look at it and tell you where you're supposed to sit. Comment down below and let me know, what type of boarder are you? Do you do any of these? And you might not even catch yourself in the moment, but think back to when you've flown and think if you've done any of these. Alright, so I do want to thank each and every one of you for tuning into this video. I hope you guys liked it. Stay tuned because this is going to be a series. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, everything, the whole works. Alright, see you in the next one.